Well, this will be our third part about FD lenses on Canon EOS cameras, and I think once we get through with this, we'll move on to something else. Today I did a little test and tried out this lens, which is a Canon push-pull 100-200 millimeter lens, and you can see the action of the how you actually zoom the lens. And on the back end of it is a Vivitar teleconverter. And what the teleconverter does is doubles the size or the field of view of the lens. So once you use all the mathematics and multiply everything, the crop factor of the camera, the extra crop factor from the adapter, and then doubling that, this works out to be pretty close to the equivalent of an 800 millimeter lens. And if there is any serious degradation in image quality, then we should see it here. So I'm just going to go ahead and let the demonstration speak for itself. Now this time I'm using the microphone on the camcorder, so I don't know how it's going to sound. Anyway, it's also going to be some wind noise, so we'll just have to deal with it. Now what you're seeing is the T2i, and it's outfitted with the push-pull 100-200 Canon telephoto lens. And behind that is a teleconverter made by Vivitar, which essentially doubles the field of view for the lens. Now, what we learned the other day is that by the time you use the crop factor on the sensor and then the glass element on the adapter, you just about double the field of view of your lens. So our 100-200 is now a 200-400, and by doubling that, we've essentially got a 400-800. And to give you an idea, we're going to switch over to the video coming off of that camera, but I just want to show you what I'm shooting at first. Let me back out just a little bit. Oh, I miss zooming with these old camcorders. Not really. All right, now you see where that's located. We're going to swing past. We're going to see our scrap metal pile. Not a very good pan that I'm doing here. And there, you see that trailer over there? Let me zoom up on that bad boy. I'll have to tilt up just a little. There he is. All right, now that trailer is clear across another yard. And I just happened to snag that as something to take a picture of, so I don't know. Anyway, just wanted to give you an idea of just how far apart these two guys are. And now let's switch over to the video coming off the camera. And despite the heat haze, I'd say that's a pretty clear image. Now, mind you, I've kept the Canon camera set on the standard picture style rather than the Cine style, and it's at its regular setting for sharpness. But, well, like I said, I think that looks pretty good. That's essentially an 800 millimeter lens now, at least as far as the field of view goes. No, it's not exactly perfect, but it's not bad. And considering the total investment I had in lens and teleconverter is something like $15. I think I paid $6 for the lens and $10 for the adapter or the teleconverter. It works pretty well. And if you're ever in a situation where you need a long-range lens and don't feel like paying a fortune for one, it might be well worth considering one of the FD alternatives. And with that, I think we'll move on to something else. I do want to do a test later on comparing the FD lenses with the EOS adapted lenses. And when I say adapted, that's what I'm leading to next. As far as a 50 millimeter prime, I'm still going to recommend one of these little Soviet Vivitar lenses. You can find them on eBay for around $50, sometimes even less than that, brand new. And for about $12 or $14, you can get the adapter that has the little chip on it that gives you the focus confirmation. And even if you're only using it for video, I highly recommend getting it with that extra chip on it. They run, like I said, the adapters run about 12 bucks. The lenses run anywhere from 40 to 50. They're a really nice quality little lens. And as a serious little prime, I would recommend that rascal over just about anything right now. It's all manual, so it won't have any automatic features like the Canon one, but for video, that's what you want anyway. The other one that I think is a must-have is the little Soviet Helios Model 44. It's a 58 millimeter lens, and again, you'll need that adapter to put it on your camera. Now, neither of these adapters have a glass element in it like the ones for the FD lenses. So anything that you might consider a detractor or a negative for the FD lenses, you won't have that situation for what they call M42 lenses. And there's also a wide variety of these, and they're available at a lot of different prices all over eBay. So it's definitely something you might want to look into. Lastly, I've had some comments about the value or the price of lenses, particularly the FD lenses, on eBay, and that they seem to be getting more and more expensive. Well, that's going to happen. And unfortunately, I think the bonanza days of the low-price lenses may very well be over. But you can still find some deals. You have to go on there, go into cameras and lenses, and just search FD. Narrow your search however you want, but check it from time to time. Once in a while you'll find nothing, and sometimes you'll find some steals. Yes, the prices are going up because the Panasonic users are discovering that they can use the FD lenses too, but eventually you'll probably scare yourself up a few good lenses at some really good prices. And remember, anything around $20 to $30 is dirt cheap for the quality of glass that you're getting. So even though the prices are going up, they do still represent a pretty good value.